Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, everyone? One second, let me just turn off this song. Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, everyone? All right, I think we are ready. Hey, happy Saturday, everyone. Happy weekend. I am not John Selway. So I guess I have some big shoes to fill. My name's Max Wild, for those of you that don't know. Co-founder here at 343 Labs and musician. What else can I say? Yeah, we're so happy to have you guys here at 343 TV. We're here live 4 days a week, bringing you different music production topics from our instructors. Tuesdays we have Techno Talks. Wednesdays we have Justin Beck with Electronic Music Essentials. Fridays we have Abe Duque with Abe Duque's Production Basics. And today it's normally John, but unfortunately he can't make it today. So I am stepping in, and I'm a little sore from being kicked off the air a little while back. So I'll take any chance I can get to come back on the air. We have some. Today's show is going to be about arranging melodic house, and before we do that, let's see who's in the chat. We've got John H. Kingston. Hey, John H. Kingston is one of our trusty community members, always first from Rockaway Park, New York. Pavel is in the chat. Hey, Pavel. Jorge Barreto, hello. Serotonin Records is here. Hey, thanks for coming. William Mondreaders is here. And cool. We've got a great show for you guys. For those of you that don't know what 343 TV is, what 343 is. So 343 Labs is a music production school in New York City, Berlin, and online. We're actually also an Ableton-Certified training center. So if you want to learn anything music production related, this is the place to go. Check out our website, 343labs.com or 343labs.de for our German website. We teach everything from Ableton Live to Logic Pro, mixing and mastering, sound design and synthesis, composition and arrangement, vocal production, you name it. We've also got a big community on Discord, so if you want to meet like-minded musicians, come check out our Discord in the description. And we've got lots of events and forums for people to meet each other. We've actually got a sample challenge just got announced. So if you were part of the last sample challenge with Tetro, the next sample challenge is going to be July 6th, I believe. And Justin Beck donated one of his guitar samples for that. So that'll be the sample to incorporate in the sample challenge. And the prize is a VC8 bundle from Arturia. So nothing to be snitched at. And yeah, last announcement. Today's giveaway, or this week's giveaway, is a $200 gift voucher by Ableton. So if you want to snag that upgrade to Live 11 if you haven't yet, or want to stock up on some sample packs, the $200 voucher can be used for any of that. And yeah, just drop your name in the sign up in the chat. There should be a link that Thomas is sharing, and I will announce the winner today at the end of the show. So let's get into it. I have a push for you. I have a push for you today, and what I have prepared is, this is actually a song that I started in one of my previous streams. It's a melodic house song, and today is going to be all about arranging it, okay? So there's a lot of different ways to arrange tracks, and I'm sure you've all seen John arrange his take on arranging in general and arranging techno. But there's a lot of different ways to arrange songs, and I'd be curious to hear what you guys do. But I'm gonna try something. I won't say it's different, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. So let's see what we're working with here. We've got about 8 tracks. I also like working with 8 tracks because that's how many rows I have here, or columns on push, without having to switch pages. So I'll just take you through what I have. I've got some drums. This is a shaker, and you might be wondering what that weird sound is. It is actually, if I can find it, it's an instrument rack which I made, which has some resonators in them. So this is what it sounds like with just the resonators. I don't know if you guys know or have tested out the resonators. They're really cool. You can basically add pitches to a percussive sound. So let me just turn some of these off. I'm in the key of D, so I pitch this to the note D, and then I'm adding a fifth, which is 7 semitones, an octave, which is another D, and then 2 octaves, which is 24 semitones, and then I guess 19 semitones, which is like an octave and a fifth. Gives me a nice sound. I'll just go to the main part here. All right, simple kick pattern with shaker. And I'll talk about how I approach arranging these. And what you're also noticing is that I am getting some CPU issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to freeze this track. Cannot be frozen. Oh. I see. I'm using the kick. All right. Oh well. I'm sidechaining. All right. Let me show you the main track here, which is the lead. That's kind of the main melody, the hook of the song. And I think I'm using operator for this. Yep. Now I've got some chords which are being played right here by my piano. All right. Let me know if the sound is good, William Mind Readers. Right, then we've got a pad. Cool. Again, I can in Live 11 I've got this handy CPU meter right over here, which will show me which tracks are kind of getting high on CPU, so I can freeze those tracks. And let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay, everything's good. Simple Sam is here. What's up, Simple Sam? Nice to see you. All right, there's the link for the giveaway. So drop your name in there. And I guess you guys were talking about a Waves C6 multi-band compressor. I have not used that particular compressor, but Waves is a good company, so I'm sure it's good. Cool. Yeah. What else is going on? We've got our summer immersives happening this this summer. Ableton, if you want to learn Ableton Live, you can come check those out. They're 4 weeks long. They meet every day, Monday through Thursday. So they really get you in deep. And we offer those both online and in person in New York City, and online. Check those out. And we've got pro sessions. For those of you that are new to 343 Labs, pro sessions are 2-day online masterclasses with some really dope DJs. Check those out at pro sessions on our website. All right, that is Frozen. Let's see what else we got here. We got a bass. And then we got a vocal. So, for those of you that can't see, I've got my little Arturia mini lab here, which I'm playing as well. I'm going to I'm gonna do a little jam, I guess. So let's get into it. I'm actually gonna be using so the way that I'm gonna arrange this track is, the first step was to get all the ideas out in session view. I really like session view for that because you don't have to commit to where things are going to go in the arrangement. And I think most of us do it that way. I was checking out some of John's earlier streams, and where he kind of talks about arranging, how he arranges. And I think he also does it this way, where he collects his ideas in session view and then brings them over to arrangement view. Now, there's two different ways that you can do that. Number one, you can drag and drop clips over. So that's pretty simple, right? And I see that I have something recorded here already. I'm just going to delete all that. So there's nothing in here. But what I can do, for example, is I can just click and drag this and drop it into, and then I can just pull it out. There you go. So I could do it kind of at a time, or I could do it in real time, which is recording it and playing it in real time. So that's what I'm going to do today, since I have the push. And yeah, so my approach is going to be to record everything in real time and then edit it in arrangement view. So hopefully by the end of the session, we'll have a full arrangement. So here we go. Now I'm going to be using push. I've been getting into push and really like it for just being able to do a lot of stuff all from one instrument. Being able to launch clips, change parameters, hit record, all that stuff without having to get anywhere near my laptop. So I'm going to do the same thing. And let me just get set up here. Okay, so I'm gonna go record straight to arrangement view. Here we go. What view do you want to see? Do you want to see this view? I guess you should look at this view, and then I will switch over to that view. So here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna start with let's say maybe my drums, my lead, my chords. That sounds good. So that's recording. Did that play? Here comes the kick. Let's wait for the bass. All right, here comes the breakdown. And just adding layers after layers. All right. So now if I go back to arrangement, here's my kind of rough arrangement, which I can start to work with and start arranging. Cool. What I'm going to add next is I want to improvise with the, I guess I can pull it over. Just unplug my push for a second and bring over my mini lab, and I'm going to record some melodies. So the big thing about arranging is that you always want to keep the excitement going. There always should be something happening. If you have the 4-bar loop or the 8-bar loop that sounds good, how do you turn that into a full arrangement? Well, the trick is that every 4 to 8 bars, there should be something new happening. And that could be, another percussion line, a layer either dropping in or dropping out. Or if you want a ton of variation, you could, for example, have an improvised something. And I'm going to use this piano to improvise a melody. Let's see what happens. All right, here we go. And I'm probably gonna wait. I don't want to start right at the beginning. This is a good way to fill that space in the breakdown. Well, that was a bit awkward. I hope you guys like piano. There's a lot of it. All right, I think I'm good with my piano. Obviously, I'm going to edit this. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Kai Struckle is here. What's up, Kai? Nice to see you. Beach Bar Lounge music. Yeah, I guess maybe. Definitely need to like the piano. All right. So now that I have a melody, what I can do is I'm gonna go back to my push and I'm gonna record some automation. So, first of all, I think I'm gonna clean up a few things. So, well, you know what? Before we do that, let's bring some movement into the lead. So what I've done is I've prepared a little instrument rack. Instrument rack. And as you guys know, instrument racks have these macros. So if I play this melody, what I can do is I can change the length of, I've mapped these parameters, the attack, the decay, the release, filter, resolution, and volume of my synth. And you can see when I change these macros, you will see these parameters change. So there's the attack. And that's not only modulating the attack of the first operator. I'm using operator. It's actually changing the length of the attack of all of the operators. Then I've got decay and release, etc., etc. Now I have this. I can do this straight from push. So let's just see what this sounds like. Filter. Change the volume. Make it really short. All right, so now what I'm going to do, and it's kind of a, I could do it by just drawing it in, but I really like to be kind of, I guess, get the energy from the music and go with the flow of the full song. So I like to record this in real time. So I'm going to go from the beginning of the song and get some automation going. And to do that, I need to, first of all, well, you can see the automation by clicking on this automation button. And then you've got to arm the automation arm. And here we go. Let's start with the filter all the way down. And you can see the automation that I'm recording in there. Filters all the way open. So you want to create movement so that things are always changing. And what I realized is that I was being silly. I was recording over my piano, so don't do that. I left the record button on. So I'm just going to undo that so that my piano is, I still have that recording. I'm going to show you another way that you could do this if you wanted to. What you could do is you could just open up a new lane for each of these parameters. So here's decay. And here's my filter. Here's decay. Let's do release. And I could draw this in. Maybe attack. And now what I could do, I could draw this in by hand. Let's see what else. I think we should start with the filter, bring that all the way down, and then open it up so that it's by bar 33, it should be up all the way. I think that's too fast still. Bring that back down. Creating some movement here. All right, that's nice. Great. Let's see. I think what I'm going to do, though, is just get rid of the sidechain for now. And turn that off. Just freeze my drums because they're eating up a lot of CPU. So, freeze track. Oh. Let's get rid of this compressor. All right, cool. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Simple Sam likes the dreamy piano. Thank you. And Simple Sam is saying, controlled by macro or automated by the little dot on the numbers. Yeah, actually on push, you can actually see when something is automated because, well, let's just take a look at the macros. I don't know if it'll let me show you them right now. It's freezing right now, but yeah, there's a little dot on every macro that is automated. In fact, any parameter that's automated will have a little dot showing you that it's automated. You like the tom bass sound? Okay. We'll take a look at that in a second. Do you mean the tom in the drums or the actual bass sound? So yeah, also a reminder, last chance to enter the giveaway, $200 voucher for an Ableton, for Ableton.com. We're going to announce that today in a few minutes. And for those of you that are joining us for the first time, we are 343 TV, coming live at you 4 days a week, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, with our instructors. And if you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell key so that you don't miss our live streams. Also, our next sample challenge has been announced, and you can get all the details on our Discord. Link is in the description. The prize for the sample challenge is Arturia's VC8 bundle, which is really dope. Big thanks to Arturia. The prize for the last sample challenge was actually Ozone, Isotope Ozone 9. Also a really cool prize. And for this month's, actually it's next month's sample challenge because it's going to be on July 6th. You will be using a sample by Justin Beck playing the guitar. So one of our very own instructors. So let's take a look at some Simple Sam in the drums. Let's take a look at and see what Simple Sam meant. I guess you meant these toms. I just froze them, but I think that those are the ones that you meant. All right, the lead. I guess we can. So I was showing you here. Yeah, these are the little dots that indicate that we have some automation going on here. Great. The next thing that I guess do is, let me just turn this back off, is actually going into the arrangement and just moving some things over. So let's just go from the top back to arrangement would help. So I like the way that that pluck now is kind of filtering in slowly. So just bring that back in one more time. So right here is the filter, which is opening. So what I could do, you know, I could do the same thing with the these hats to just to kind of bring those in a little bit more subtly. I don't know if I can do that now that's frozen, but let's take a look. Find an auto filter. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. Just unfreeze that again. And what we can do is we can drop that right on the hi-hats with that shaker sound. So this shaker, Kabasa, what we can do is put an auto filter on it. Let's drop it right on there. And here it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to automate that. Just click on the knob and the automation will pop up. And let's bring that in slowly. Drag it all the way down and bring it up. Let's see, is that actually playing there? Yes, it is. So it's very subtle, but subtle is good. But what we could also do is bring it in, copy that same exact auto filter to the other main hi-hats, or that main shaker, which is this one. So I'll just drop it right after that. At the very end. And paste. And let's see if it even takes my automation. There we go. Let's make that more gradual. We can hear it. Oh, it's not moving. Okay, why is that? Oh, that was weird. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Is that moving? Come on. I guess that's not really working right now. Make sure that's on. Show automation. Ah, I was on the wrong one. There we go. There we go. Let's hear it in context. There you go. So now it's filtering in and the auto filter is opening up. All right. Sam's saying did not know that you could drop an audio effect directly on the pad, and yes, you can. That's actually a really quick way to do it. So definitely remember that. Wasn't that the submission for the last sample challenge? You heard a saxophone. Yes, the last sample challenge was actually myself playing the saxophone. This month it's Justin Beck playing the guitar. So different sample. But it's also funky. So there's that. Cool. So 2 ways that you can automate. All right, automation I would say is really key to creating movement in your productions. So try to find parameters that are good to automate, such as filter cutoff is a great one for synths. Attack, release, decay. What else? Actually, another good one you could do. Let's try this on the hi-hats. Let's go over to, I'm just gonna freeze this guy here. Let's freeze this guy. So another cool thing that you could do in the hi-hats is you could take the decay of the hi-hat. If the hi-hat is in a sampler, that is a really cool way to make the hi-hat longer or shorter, open it up, close it. You could also change the reverb tail. That's another good one. You could work with sends and returns. So you've got delay and reverb on your sends and returns. You could have all kinds of sends and returns, but tweaking those will kind of shape your arrangement. What else did we discuss? We discussed adding an improvised element. So completely improvised element like the piano. That's a great way to bring movement into your arrangement. A Simple Sam is saying, I heard a saxophone. I meant the little sound from the... Oh, yeah. That was that. That's so the saxophone that you heard, that's actually a track of mine that I had playing in the before the stream started, but I don't know where that came from. That was weird. I must have my streaming software has a mind of its own sometimes. So yeah, that was not the submission for the sample challenge. That was something else. And yeah, why don't you drop in the chat? Let me know how you guys like to arrange. Do you like to arrange in real time, or do you like to record ideas in real time in the arrangement view, or do you like to kind of copy and paste and do stuff kind of out of time? Let me know in the chat. Be interested to know. Cool. Let's see if we can do this one last thing, and then we are almost at the end of the hour. Also, those of you in Europe, I know Pavel and Simple Sam, you're in Europe. Have you been watching the Euro Cup? Finally, we're able to watch football again. I think there's a game on at 9 p.m. tonight, which I think I will be watching. So let's take a look at what I was trying to show you a second ago with the hi-hats and changing the parameters there. Okay, so let's move this capacitor to the hi-hat. So there's a hi-hat and there's a closed hi-hat. So if you've got that hi-hat, what you can do, there it is. So I'm going to guess that that is a simpler. What you can actually do is you can right click on the simpler and change it into a sampler. Can you not do it on this one? Not letting me do it. It's okay. I can actually go to my classic mode and I've got an ADSR right here. And what I can do is turn the sustain down all the way. And here's my decay. So now what I can do is I can automate this. Let me just turn this up a bit. So let's try that real quick. Back to arrangement. And let's go to somewhere where we're actually using it. So I'm going to drop this in here. Drag it out. Drag it out a bit. Okay. So let's listen to this in context. Okay, so that's super loud right now. Just take that down a bit. Bring the sustain up a bit. What I'll probably also do is I'll just put some reverb on there so that I have so that the hi-hat rings out a bit. Too much? Make that a bit smaller. All right, cool. So now what I can do is I can just go to the decay, click on that, and there it is. All right, it automatically is selected. And let's start with the hi-hat, like maybe around 31 milliseconds. And then let's just bring it up to all the way. I mean, that might be too much. A second and see what that sounds like. All right, take a listen. All right, my CPU is not liking that. Take it off solo. And watch the hi-hat. Decay is opening up. It's actually open all the way. Just go back a bit. There it is. Now it's all the way open. It might even be better if you have an open hi-hat for that. This hi-hat was kind of a little bit closed, so it didn't ring out that much, but you would be able to hear it a bit better if it was a hi-hat that had a lot of like a long tail. So anyway, that's a great way to shape your hi-hats over time, all right, with automation. So yeah, I think we are just about out of time. Let's see what the chat is saying. Subtractive arrangement. Okay, so I guess that's to my question, how do you like to arrange? Subtractive arrangement, that's a good one. That's basically when you start with everything and you have a full arrangement or your main idea, and it's just kind of taking up the whole arrangement, and then you take stuff out. I love that. I like that technique. I might put on whatever game is in the evening. Okay, I think I didn't get the beginning of that conversation. Oh, Italy, Turkey. Yes, we were talking about soccer. Well, then we saw my country win, Pavel, unless you mean ice hockey. So Simple Sam is Italian. Okay. Okay, we got a winner for the giveaway. This week's giveaway winner is Kerry Music. Congrats, Kerry Music. Congrats for winning a $200 Ableton voucher, which can be used for anything on ableton.com. Cool. All right. So I think the conversation just switched over to soccer, which is all good because we are at the end of our hour. And thank you for tuning in. Again, we are 343 TV. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell key to be notified when we go live. And we have Tetro back on Tuesday with Tetro Talks, and he has a call-in show. And yeah, check out our courses online. Pavel is taking one of our courses right now, and I think he's having a pretty good time. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. My name again is Max Wild, and I will see you guys. Yeah, it's been a real honor to be on air again because my show got cut. But I will see you soon, I'm sure. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great weekend.
If we sail forever, the night fades, darkness. If we